So for Hillcrest Red Door, perhaps the easiest, most reliable way to get through it is with the speedrun strat, which I'm going to go through now. But before we do, just to mention, if you've not seen any of my other hints and tips and beginner's guide videos on Last of Us 2 where I do cover prone diving, it's something that you do need to know to be able to do this. Now, prone diving is, in actuality, very simple. What you're basically going to be doing the entire time is holding forward and then simultaneously press both L1 and circle down, like hard press both of them. So we're going to do the dive like that. But then once you let go, do another hard press to do another dive, and so on. So it looks something like this. Each time you hold down L1 and circle, Ellie will lift herself off the ground and throw herself forward again. And that, in essence, is prone diving. There is another variation called the silent prone dive, which we're not going to go into right now. But that variation, just normal consecutive prone dives, is what we need for the strategy that we're about to do. The only other thing to mention is keep the camera pointing in the direction that you want to go the entire time. If you need to make slight adjustments to turn, don't do huge adjustments. So you can turn the camera while Ellie's caught in the animation. You don't need to be doing anything. As you can see there. Or if you were to do huge sweeping camera turn, it could go wrong very fast. So that's a crash course essentially in prone diving. And then this is how you use it with Hillcrest Red Door.
We hold the perimeter until we hear otherwise. Keep an eye out in case he comes this way.
I got something. Shit. Let's get in there.
So the second we get control, we want to go to the left. So we'll be holding that straight away. Turn the camera with it. And as soon as we're through this door, and he's finished saying it's from the school, we sprint. Start prone diving from the low wall. All the way to the car. And then from the car, as the woman says, I hear you, we can sprint around here to the door. This door takes 10 seconds to open. So if you get spotted early on, you more than likely get shot off it, which is why doing that right is so crucial. I'll do it one more time just because it's obviously quite fast, so I didn't mention absolutely everything in that one run. But the two things we need to know for when we start sprinting is that we are through the doorway and the guy is finished saying they're connected to the girl from the school dialogue. Then we sprint straight to the crack in the wall, squeeze through it. Turn the camera to make sure you're facing the right way at that point is probably slightly tricky the first time you do it, so it's worth getting used to. But then you sprint to the low wall and then prone dive from there.
This is dumb. We should be pushing in.
We hold the perimeter until we hear otherwise. Keep an eye out in case he comes this way.
I got something. Shit. Let's get in there.
So again, pushing to the left.
You think this guy's connected to the girl from the
Girl from the school.
It'd be a hell of a coincidence if they weren't.
Dive. I hear you. And you're through. Now, in the next area of Hillcrest, there are 2 optional encounters which I tend to not bother with, but if you want to face them, then these are the auto repair garage here and the area in the basement with the 2 shamblers. Now, the auto repair garage, the easiest way to do this after moving the bin out the way is to equip a Molotov, chuck it, and then whoever's left bottle them and whack them. And then you can get into the safe and get the other supplies that are here. With the area with the shamblers, the easiest way through this is to not fight at all. So what we'll do is we'll drop down. You can grab the ammo and supplies there. And then if you come into this first doorway, you can grab some parts. And then go back and around to the further doorway. And then here you're essentially just waiting for both shamblers to leave the room. Stay out of sight behind this doorway. And then you can come up, grab all of this stuff, and then you want to throw the bottle over to the plumbing on the wall. And then when they both go round to it, you can come here, get these pills, and jump over, and you're home free. And then as you move on to this next area with 1 shambler and 1 runner, if you want the supplies behind this window, you can just run in, jog in, smash the window, grab the pills, grab the supplies. And then just run past the runner and shambler onto the next area. No bother at all.
Whoa. What was that?
And again, with these runners here, you can just run past. And into the next area with Boris. Now with Boris, the stalker who gives you the bow and arrow, there are multiple ways to deal with him, but as with the 4th part of the tunnels on day 1, whichever weapon you want to use, have equipped before you squeeze through the door. I tend to just go for equipping a bottle, and then as soon as you get control, throw it, grab him, and kill him. It saves having to use a shotgun shell or anything else. Now, if you want up to 6 arrows here,
That's one way
there is a
to see
trick
what
you
it
can
is.
do where in the part where you're supposed to aim and shoot, aim at the nearest target, and then only lightly pull the bow.
A little rusty.
And as you can see, Ellie just keeps pulling arrows from her backpack rather, until a whole load of them have come out. So if we take all of them, we end up with 6. I'm just going to take the 2 that you normally get as a result of that, but if you felt like you needed more arrows for whatever strategy you were using, that's how you would do that. And then that brings us into Hillcrest houses. For the strategy I'm going to be using here, you don't need any special movement. Except for, I do like to use what are called silent prone dives in this area once I jump out of a window. And the way silent prone dives work compared to normal prone dives is where normal prone dives you're constantly pressing and then letting go of both L1 and circle. Like so. With silent prone dives, once you've held L1, you are not letting go of it. So once you're prone like this, you can double tap the circle and make sure the second tap is a hold. So tap hold, and Ellie throws herself across the ground without climbing as high and without that one moment where you're technically sprinting. So it's called a silent prone dive because it's far less likely to alert an enemy. The only way they'd be alerted is if they see you and you are lower down in the grass. With that said, let's dive into Hillcrest houses.
Hey, dogs picked up something down the hill.
So from
Think he's
here,
down there.
No way.
you're going to turn to the
Still
right,
up here. Just pull up one of our fucking trucks.
go prone in the lower area of grass,
Everybody spread out. We may have multiples.
then you can go back to a crouch again. You can stand up inside the house. I like to circle around to pick up that bottle. You can also pick up some alcohol there. Make sure you're crouched as you come outside. Equip the arrow. And then as we arrive at this house, you want to come in to this nook. If you arrive before this guy's done his turn, you might have to wait for him, but otherwise you can just jump out. You can crawl around doing this, but this is where I'd like to do silent prone dives just to move a little bit faster.
Anything? He's got to be around
If
here.
you shoot an arrow
When
at the
we find him,
fence,
we should
it'll
let
alert the guy and the
have it.
dog. And that should then allow you to crawl past here safely.
We don't see anyone. Come on, boy.
Again, the prone dives aren't necessary, and especially if you've got the faster prone upgrade, you can get away with just crawling. But once you're inside here, you can pick up explosives
Think he's got something. Got a scent, boy?
and drop down the slope. And then in the second area of Hillcrest houses, all we're going to do is run.
Check around here.
And immediately go prone in the third.
See anything?
Nothing yet.
No way this is our guy. Might be infected.
Now, we're waiting for this woman on the roof to turn away from us.
Fucking need.
But as soon as she does, we're going to go inside here. With a bottle equipped. Bottle this guy. Pick up a brick on the way. And then you can use a stun gun or a molly for this. But once you're inside the basement, aim it at this wall. The main person you want to take out with that is the one with the gun. Because obviously she can shoot you and stop you, but as long as you get her, you can basically run past the rest. And then that brings you to the final section of Hillcrest houses.
Okay, what the hell are we searching for?
Now wait, crouch by the door here.
One on the left. Shit again? We need more guys by the fucking walls.
Preaching to the choir, man.
Brick equipped just in case, but we shouldn't need it. Once the guy's about halfway across the gap, we can go. We can grab and kill this woman. And then go prone from here.
Got anything? Answer me.
Their pathing can vary, so you kind of reacted to which way round they go.
Hey, respond. We'll see what's up.
On it.
But you should be able to grab one.
It's over!
And then Jesse, if he's good, will usually kill the other. There are variations to that last section. If they run, so if instead of going the path they went down, if they go around the left side of the fence back towards your position, you can obviously go around the other way. It's just a matter of kind of reacting to them and flanking them in whichever way makes most sense. Ideally, if you can get hold of one and stealth kill and then take out the other, that's the best situation. But if you can't, if you find yourself in a position where you can take one hostage and kill the other whilst you've got the hostage, that also works. But there are some slight variations to this, so it's just a case of reacting to it. And as you saw, the guy that we killed also drops an extra health kit if you need it. And then you can jump in the car.
Okay.
Now technically, there are only 3 people you need to kill in this area.
Jesse, get us the fuck out of here!
I'm trying!
Jesse!
Shot this guy.
Jesus.
Watch out!
The driver of the truck that chases you.
Hang on!
And the clicker.
Go, go!
But obviously, if you don't feel like putting that to the test,
God, no! That one!
you can just shoot everyone.
That's 2!
Holy shit. Too damn close. You okay?
I'll be fine. No, no! Look out! Go, go!
You gotta be kidding. Come on!
Oh my god!
And if you can kill this clicker in just 2 shots, then you end up with more ammo once you are back in the present day after the next flashback.
Shit.
Than if you take 4 or more shots to kill it. And that's the end of Hillcrest. If you enjoyed this video, then give it a like and consider subscribing to keep up to date with all my content. Like the video that's just popped up, which YouTube thinks you should watch next. This is a Patreon and member supported channel, so if you want to become a member and unlock custom badges and emojis, early access to my videos, and your name in the credits, then click the join button below. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.